What's happening? What's shaking? What's going on? Well, this is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass, and today's a special day because I just got my Nordstrand Rocket Surgeon Pedals StarLifter Bass Preamp pedal, and I've been really looking forward to getting this. I first checked it out, the original prototypes, at the 2019 NAMM show, and I was blown away by it, as was everybody that I know that has tried it. It's a fantastic bass preamp DI pedal, which essentially houses the Nordstrand 3-band preamp with a few more extra very cool features and options. First of all, you have a bass control, and then you have parametric EQ, so you have frequency and volume of the mid-range, right? So you can select a frequency. And then you have a treble control. Over here you have a contour section of the preamp, which offers like a vintage type of contour, and then a more modern. And then you have a volume control on the end. You have an engage switch which turns it on and off. When it's on, it lights up green on both sides, and the LED light here, and then you have a mute. So when you want to tune or change basses, you simply just click the mute switch and it lights up red. I have it going right now out of the output into the effects return of this Mesa Boogie Strategy 888 all tube amp. Okay, so I'm just getting the power section, which is 8 power tubes. So this is like 465 watts of tube power, very good tube power. And I'm going into the Genzler BA410-3 cabinet and the Bergantino HG holographic 410 cab. So this is an amazing rig. It has a lot to offer. So let's listen to it. The bass is my 1988 Sadowsky, and I have the EQ controls on the bass completely flat. Okay, so right now all of the EQ controls on the preamp. Oh, I didn't even have it engaged then. Okay, so let's make that differ. Let's hear the difference between that right now. So this is what I just did. And then this is with it engaged. You're not hearing much difference, and that's good. That's the way it's supposed to be, because everything is flat. Okay? So now we start to do some EQing. Some bass. Bass does what bass is supposed to do. It makes the bass have more low end. Okay, but now in the mid-range section is where we're going to be able to do some really cool stuff. Woo, baby. So a little goes a long way. Boost it a little bit. The thing I like about this mid-range right off the bat, I can tell you, it's the same thing I like about the preamp that they put in the basses, is that it's all very well behaved. It never gets really nasty and harsh. See what happens when we do this. So I like that about there, and that about there. Mid-range really helps with accentuating harmonic overtones and harmonic sonic information. When I'm changing the way that I play with my right hand, if I'm using the soft pad parts of my fingers, it's round and warm. You know, I'm just using the soft pad. If I'm getting right up on the tips of my fingers, that's one of the key and most important things about a good preamp, is that I create a lot of different sounds just with my right hand. In fact, most of the different sounds that I get come from the way that I use my fingers and the parts of my fingers that I use and how I strike the strings, how I pluck the strings. You know, if I want to grab that one note and get a little bit of that kind of harmonic content, it just jumps right up. You know, I can make it bark and bite all I want, or I can make it mellow yellow. So I really like that mid-range setting. Then the treble adds treble. I'm not a good person to demo treble because I don't like treble. Not on my bass sound. I like it flat. I mean, I like it at noon. I never boost the treble. In fact, if I do anything, I cut it. Because I think it sounds horrible in the mains when you're too trebly, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so then over here we have the contour section, so let's listen to that. It's been off thus far. And all that's doing is basically taking away some mids. No, and it's adding some bottom. So that's a vintage, and now here's the modern. Oh, that's the slap tone, you know, especially with the Sadowsky. Oh my God, that's the. That's just, you know, the modern bitch and slap sound, man. And this bass is really helping matters as far as that's concerned. So, that's kind of a basic first demo that I can do for you. It has, of course, it has an XLR out, which does have a pre-EQ, 20 dB pad and a ground lift. There's also a 10 dB pad on the input which I have pushed in because I always like to pad the input a little bit because I play real hard with my right hand. So I really benefit from having the input padded a little bit because, you know, for players that play lighter, you know, you can run it, you know, wide open. You don't need to pad the input. But I always need to pad it. If I have the option, I pad the input a little bit because it just helps me to keep my dynamic range under control. And so that's a fantastic benefit for me because I have a heavy right hand. So, yeah, let's go back to flat again, back to the beginning with the contour off, EQ flat, and the StarLifter engaged. I'll play something with some long tones and stuff so you can really hear it. We'll see if we can get a little louder. All right, I love it. So there you have it. There's my first demo with the StarLifter. I just took it out of the box and I'm just getting to know it. But, you know, I'm not much for hyping things all over the place on any of the amps or pedals or anything that I use. I just kind of like to use the natural sound of it. And if I do some EQing, it's for a reason. It's to kind of help benefit my sound in that particular performance environment, or to specifically fit into a track better and suit a style of music better. So generally, my rule of thumb is like noon on everything is where it's at, and then I just do little minor tweaks and stuff like that. I can tell you that right off the bat, the modern the modern contour, that is an absolutely bitch and slap sound. You know, like a modern bitch and slap sound should be. It's nice and scooped out with well-behaved treble and bass, and it's not so scooped out that the mid-range is MIA. It's there. You could also, you know, you could compensate. You could kind of, you know, put some back. You could put it in the modern, and then just put some back, and then now you've got like a modern slap sound, but you brought some more of the mids back into it. Which is what I would probably end up doing. You know, it's sexy as hell to have it in the Super Scoop. We all agree. But as soon as I started playing live, after about 3 seconds, I would want my mid-range back. Because I wouldn't be able to hear it myself. Oh yeah, I was going to end. Alright friends, that's the end of this demo. We'll be doing a lot more with the StarLifter. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all the videos. Peace.